Yes, I've been recording.
We need to come
Excellent.
back as long as the other guy comes.
All right, here we go.
Baby, come back.
Welcome to the MercGoat Conspiracy. This is Zorn. Currently, Merc is soaking his face in water.
He has the tampon in again, the booze.
Well, you see, this is the MercGoat Conspiracy, and we're here to have fun, teach you some stuff, and John's supposed to say something about now, but he's currently absorbing his phone. So, yes, as you all know, that is Ginger John. He is a wonderful addition to the podcast and his foreignness. With us today, we also have Kid. Say hello.
Hi.
That's about all we get, apparently.
Meow meow.
So, I'm Zorn, as you all know, and then we have Merc. He is the one that is currently trying to inebriate himself in order to get through the day.
With an oak tree?
Exactly.
Watch our beer review.
Do not watch our beer review or, drink the beer on it.
And then we have Samwise Gamgee over there, also known as the SLB.
In the flesh?
Well, sometimes. And also, as a special guest star today, we have Kandy Kane, who is sometimes with and sometimes not with Samuel Ganji.
Up until this point, everyone except for Ginger thought she was just a myth. She was a legend. The female orgasm was just as real as her to them.
Roddy Piper.
No, we can make porn out of that.
Well,
Rule 34.
Exactly.
it's very unfortunate, but he has passed from this world.
Yep.
How?
I believe he
died.
passed...
Cardiac arrest.
Yes, from cardiac
Well, I hope he
arrest.
died.
No, you don't hope he died.
Well, I hope that's the way he passed through this world, unless it's like some interdimensional being that just grabbed him like, ha! He's mine! Ha!
And that turns into porn somehow?
The MercGoat Conspiracy gives the heartfelt condolences to everyone who was a fan.
He was one of the best.
He was.
He was even in It's Always Sunny for an episode, too.
Absolutely.
He's done a lot of things.
Yeah,
And now he can have a nice conversation with Dusty Rhodes, and they can have a nice, one-on-one match.
I hope they have
Dusty
bubblegum in
Rhodes,
heaven.
Randy Savage.
Oh, Randy Savage, let's be honest, him and Piper weren't ever friends, so...
But they might realize.
No.
after-
Randy Savage is still just like, oh yeah.
No, they're up there with the big man going, okay, WrestleMania up here, you two.
Yep, there
Next
we go.
week.
Hey,
Yeah.
He's probably happy just so they can have a rivalry.
There you go,
So,
there you go.
Absolutely.
So, Randy Macho Man Savage and Roddy Piper, cage match in heaven. Go.
About time. I pay pay-per-view for that.
Is that our death match of the week?
Oh, that should
And
be.
then we go from the Piper to Jimmy the Superfly Snuka.
Currently was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. All these legends are passing like fucking flies.
Well, after all these steroids,
yeah, after all
about
the steroids, it's...
They're
it's
all
already
around the
kicked
same
up.
age, too, aren't they?
No, actually, Roddy Piper was 61. So if you
Uh-huh.
think about when WrestleMania, because he was the main event in the first WrestleMania with Hulk Hogan, Mr. T, Mr. Wonderful Orndorff.
Yeah.
He was
porn dog.
Orndorff? Paul Orndorff?
Porn dog.
That's what it
That's
sounded
porn
like
dog,
he
there we
said.
go.
So when he
boy.
was when he was wrestling in WrestleMania 1, he was only 31. He was young,
Oh.
and he started
that a
actually when he was
girl
like 15.
I was
Okay.
trying to get your number. I would go to
So,
a
but-
grocery store.
Yeah, like
and
Dusty
I'd pick
Rhodes
up
was
a
I think in the
banana,
70s,
pretend it's a
80s.
phone.
So yeah, so Jimmy the Superfly Snuka currently has pancreatic cancer. Hopefully, we're hoping for the best for him, so he don't go either. There's another legend. The one who just doesn't seem to want to go away is Hulk Hogan.
Well, yes, Hulkamania will run wild even on death.
Yep.
He's running too much off that racist feel. Keeps you alive a really long time.
So is that what we need to start doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just be racist to
We need to
everybody
find
and you'll live
someone to
forever.
hate.
We need to find... Don't we already hate some people?
I hate a lot of
We
people.
hate Martha Stewart.
I hate a lot of people, too.
Like, I'm the living embodiment of hate.
Alright, living embodiment of hate, give us something. Who do we hate today?
We're gonna hate Sarah Jessica
Everybody.
Parker.
Sarah Jessica Parker?
Yes, because I'm looking at this poster. Apparently Hocus Pocus 2 is coming out.
Yes, I'm actually excited about that.
You know who I hate? The fuckers that fucked up the hitchhiking robot.
Alright, well,
Yeah.
let's talk about that some. The
Absolutely.
hitchhiking robot. He got all the way through
Europe?
many different countries,
He went through Europe, he went through Canada, he spent 2 weeks in America.
and he's already fucked up.
Got
In Philadelphia.
City of
outside Philadelphia,
Guadalupe.
vandals ripped him in half and just left him on the side of a ditch.
He was pretty cool looking. I liked him.
Oh yeah, I was actually a fan myself.
I read a story. He seemed like a happy little robot. I mean, people really have no souls anymore.
Smiley face on his
Yes,
face.
he did.
He was always smiling.
They did make a tweet that they're gonna put them back together.
And he's gonna come
Good.
back.
I keep him.
Well, he's not gonna go through the
Philadelphia.
U.S., but he's gonna be back.
He's not gonna try to go through the U.S. again.
Yeah.
Why the fuck would anybody want to? We're a bunch
I
of
would
motherfucking
totally
assholes.
take that motherfucker to California if I saw
I
him.
can't believe he made it all the
Would
way
you?
through
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
without getting trashed, and he didn't last 2 weeks here. That's awful.
They
No, don't surprise
decapitated
me.
him and everything else. Horrible.
There were people that I ended up actually. The company that released him, I think, went out there and fixed him,
Okay.
and I was back on the road.
But they shouldn't
Good.
have to.
No, they shouldn't. I mean, if they had to, it should have been for a malfunction. If
True. True.
Not for. Well, at least it didn't send him through Baltimore or Detroit. If he had gone through Detroit, he would have gone missing, off the grid, never seen again.
See, I think he would have
Yeah.
been through Baltimore, Detroit. They would have used him for parts.
Yeah, but you would have never. They would have never been able to find him again.
That's true.
No, never. They would have sold his pieces.
On eBay for a lot of money.
Yep.
If you all heard, Futurama is going to be on Netflix. It's coming back yet again.
Really?
Yeah.
Netflix is not afraid to take chances on shows.
Well, they're not taking any chances on Futurama.
Well,
They're
really.
taking chances
They're
with
not-
Fuller House.
Well, they're not afraid to spend
Maybe.
their budget, I guess I could say. Budget-wise, they're not afraid to take
But that's the
Sure.
new medium. Everyone's. A lot of these shows, like, for example, me, I don't even have my TV set up to an antenna. So I'm kind of. I'm busy all the time. And with digital content, we're able to have it there and look at it again later. We don't have to worry about, oh, let me put the VHS in, set the timer to 8 o'clock. Oh, fuck, it didn't tape my show. I can just go on fucking Hulu and watch it that same week. Granted, you need the Hulu Plus account, but more people are using these mediums. It's easier to see this kind of content. Most people wait for the show to end at the end of the season anyways.
Yep. I
So
do.
why not just put it all out there one shot with these streaming services? It gives them more money, and some of these shows that have cult followings, like Arrested Development's a good example.
Trailer
Right.
Park Boys is exclusively on Netflix.
Yeah, Trailer Park Boys is another one now.
Daredevil, which everybody likes.
Oh yeah, Daredevil's amazing.
And they have other shows like House of Cards is on there. There's a couple others, but they're doing Fuller House, as you said.
Cards
Yeah,
Against Humanity even did a House of Cards pack exclusively.
Yes,
And
I
it
did
sold
see
out very
that.
quickly too.
So
Also, there's anime now on Netflix. There's Knights of Sidonia, which is freaking fantastic.
Oh, see, I watched Death Note on Netflix.
My
Really?
Death Note's
Death Note's
on
old.
It's not a Netflix original, but yes, it is fantastic.
Oh, that you mean they're doing their own anime?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not just
I didn't
Sidonia.
know
I've
that.
seen it. I
Is
haven't
that not
watched
that
it.
show where the guy has the book and he writes how everyone dies?
Yes.
Well,
That's
I did see the
Death-
first
Death
couple
Note, yeah.
episodes of that.
he doesn't necessarily write how everyone dies. The concept of the book is you write a name in it, they die within 30 seconds of a heart attack.
Unless you actually write out. a much
Unless
more
you
detailed
do
thing.
write out how they die. Now, if you write someone's name in it and say they're in prison in France and they have to make it to Japan in 2 hours, they will die of a heart attack because it is physically impossible for that to happen. He can write your name in it and say, like, in 2 weeks' time, you'll be hit by a car, and that's how you die.
Mhm.
Like, he can plan your death, like, months in advance if he needs to.
Yeah. It was a very cerebral anime. I loved it, actually.
I loved it as well.
Moving on from Futurama and
Ridiculous.
Netflix, we're going to go to Ash versus the Evil Dead. What do everybody think about that?
Yes.
Bruce Campbell, he's a fucking amazing.
yes,
Bruce Campbell is
Psycho
amazing.
Stick did a song about him. That's all you need to know.
Well, yeah. Also, Lucy Lawless is actually on that specific show. She's supposed to be a villain. Has anybody else read about it, or am I just going to talk about it forever?
I saw the trailer, and at first, I was a little concerned. I'm like, yes, they're making it, but who's in charge? I think Sam Raimi.
Yeah, he's actually back in charge.
He's directing it, and you got Bruce Campbell playing Ash.
Yep.
So this isn't just some, we're going to do a spin-off like they did.
No, it's the
in
original
movie.
creator and the original actor.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
and
which-
also he's got some new sidekicks now.
and it looks great, too.
It does.
It's going to be on Stars starting October, September,
Halloween.
Halloween.
Yep, Halloween's the first episode.
Oh, that's perfect.
Now, I don't have Stars, so I'm going to have to, wait until it goes on Netflix, a couple months after it ends.
Who has Stars in this room? We can go. Let's go over their house and watch a Halloween night.
Do not have stars.
No stars.
None of us
So
have
nobody's
stars,
watching
so-
Evil Dead until it
I
comes
could
out on
probably
Netflix.
stream
Well,
it
no, you see,
illegally.
what's going to happen is we're just going to find the Pirate Bay, honestly. And
Well, Hulu's usually good for this, too.
Speaking of Pirate Bay, have you ever heard of the country of Sealand, or the micro country?
No.
What?
No?
Do you know what a micro country is?
No.
I'm lucky I know who I am half the time.
You're a
Thank you,
stripper,
Kandy
we
Kane.
know. Micro country is a country that's very small, usually
That's what micro means.
It's not considered a real
Just
country.
like-
It's started by a couple people or one person.
Sure.
Sealand is an old oil rig that this one man formed a micro country out of. 2,000 people live there. You know, not many.
Right.
And he formed it off an oil rig, and it's just outside the water in UK. And all it is an oil rig with a house, but he's considered his own country. Their currency obviously isn't worth anything. They have their own stamps. But Pirate Bay, with everything going on and their new regulations, actually tried to buy that country for an absurd amount of money to actually help with their regulations that would come.
Ah, okay.
And all it is a micro country that's on an old sea rig.
Wow. Did they end up buying it? Or?
It did not go through. But micro countries are pretty interesting. I encourage everyone to look them up. There's even a couple in our states. They have their own post office, old currency. They're obviously not, their value is obviously not considered worth anything, but as a collector's item, people will sought after.
Thank you for the informational moment of the day.
Wait, Pretoria?
Yes. The episode of Family Guy, that's actually a very good example of what a micro country is. Peter Griffin, obviously, his land was not
Part of
listed
the...
on the map, so he started his own country and was his own president and all that stuff.
Somehow his land was foreign soil on America. It wasn't registered in the U.S. of his own land.
Well, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And
Also,
if you see
so-
the episode of Family Guy, that's exactly what it is.
Well, the more we know.
Yep.
Well, we're going to go into the music segment for today, and we're starting off with the Mayhem Festival.
Okay, so as we all know, we friggin' banished John Lipinski last week when he was here and he went to Mayhem. Said it was awful this year, which the lineup pretty much was, starting with Code Dookie, Code Orange.
Of course.
It was announced by the Kevin Lyman, the guy who runs it, announced that it will be no more. Which, Mayhem for, up until, since Ozfest, ended, pretty much was the front runner for metal festivals.
So
Now-
you're saying there's no more metal festival in the U.S. right now?
No, there's metal tours. There's, the problem is who's going to take the torch.
Exactly.
Because before, everyone went to Ozfest. Now Ozfest no longer exists. Then everyone went to Mayhem. Mayhem no longer exists. So I have two things that I think will happen because of this.
We're going to start a Kickstarter and make our own Metal Fest.
We're going to have it right here in Zorn's
The
house.
MercGoat Conspiracy Metal Fest.
Metal Fest,
What have I signed up for? I've been snuggling with Kitty back here.
We're
That's
doing
fun.
a metal fest.
We're going to have like 5 bands playing at once inside your apartment.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Your neighbors are going to love
Oh, all the old people living here would just adore it.
We'll
They all
have
come
all
and
the straight edge hardcore bands
it.
playing.
It'll be
They'd
better than the
they'd start
poor
a mosh
fucks
pit
that
with us
more
because they'd
weekend
be so
Sunday suck
angry.
Kill
Oh, that'd be
Switch.
amazing. That'd be amazing.
We got one band here. We got one band on the balcony. We got one band in the orange room. Right there's 3 stages.
And they'll use the bathroom for like the hardcore stage.
The
The
most
Code Dookie
expensive
people play
venue
in
will be the.
Oh, yeah, so they can have the toilet.
Them and Corn will headline that stage.
There we go.
But Mike, there's a couple theories I have
The
now.
things you find in the toilet stage.
There's a couple theories I have now about this. Now, I go see the Summer Slaughter Tour every year, which is pretty much almost like a tech death progressive metal festival.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the genty bands, a lot of the metal
Kandy
bands
Kane,
play.
you know what tech death is?
She don't know what she is half the time.
Well, we're lucky we have her attention for as long as we possibly do.
She's actually playing
All
with
5
her
minutes of
fingernails right now. Is there gold? Are you digging for gold right now? What's going on?
No, she's just trying to see exactly who she put her fingers in last night.
doing.
But it still looks like you're digging for gold. If you find anything good, let us know. We want to be the first to report it.
So it's either I think Summer Slaughter's going to take the torch and run, and all these smaller bands are going to get lifted up. Or now this gives Slipknot an opportunity to water down the Knotfest lineup and take Knotfest national.
Someone told me that Slipknot's bassist actually was sick or in the hospital. Right?
Yeah, at the Hartford show we passed out from dehydration. That's what happened. But I'll be seeing them this weekend, coming up.
They're actually playing tonight in Mansfield.
They played last night too, didn't they?
Yeah, on tour with Lamb of God.
I've got
Both of my Valentine, which we would like to kill if possible.
You'd like to kill. Me and John have no problem with Bullet.
I don't have a problem with both my Valentine.
I agree.
I like them.
You're
I
not
think
allowed
they're
to
pretty
speak
good.
your new.
BMFV.
I can speak.
I've been
whatever
listening
the fuck
since
I
like their
wanna
first
speak.
EP.
Apparently.
I just
I mean, the
choose
name
something.
sounds emo. The first album
I like
really-
the first
the
album.
first album grew on me, and from up until a certain point, there came a point in high
Screaming
school where
Fire.
it sounded like it became thrash to me more than
I
anything.
remember their first album. their video was on Headbangers Ball. It was like this guy and this girl, and they rent a hotel room, and they're having problems, and they're driving a truck.
I think that's Tears Don't Fall.
I remember it was horrible.
I don't know. I never really seen any of their music. The only music video I've seen was Waking the Demon, and I like that one.
The album Fever, I think, is my favorite, personally.
That's the only one I haven't had. I only have up to Screaming Fire.
I was going to say, don't get Temper. That one sucked.
Well, regardless of the like or not, Lamb of God's on that show. Slipknot's on that show. It's still a pretty good lineup.
Well, I'm going to a concert October 6th, and it's going to be Five Finger Death Punch, In This Moment, some band I never heard of, and the other headlining band besides Five Finger Death Punch, Papa Roach.
Ooh, I hate In This Moment.
She has a horrible voice. My girlfriend
I love her.
loves them.
I like them. They're great.
Yeah.
She sounds
My
like she
ex-boyfriend was
smokes
in love
8
with
packs
her.
a day. That's what her voice reminds me of.
I love that band, some band I've never heard of. That's a great band.
Yeah.
this
What else some band you've never heard of?
Wait, is that the band that I know?
Yes.
It could be.
The lead singer of In This Moment sounds like she smokes 5 packs of cigarettes a day.
No, she does
I
not.
just said that.
Yes.
We ignore
Yes.
you.
I said 8, but still.
Rob and I are on the same page then, apparently.
High
She
five.
does not.
Yes.
She does not sound like that at all. You guys are crazy.
Okay.
I think you just like her sexy voice.
Yeah, I do.
She has a song called Whore.
I know.
My girlfriend likes to sing it to me.
I bet.
Moving on to soil work.
Well, speaking of soil work, I was at work, and this old guy goes to the bathroom. Now, me, a manager, another shift leader, just sitting there, and also we hear, this is out of the bathroom. We're looking at each other like, I'm not knocking on that door. No, that's not me. If he makes that noise again, I'll go over. But right now, as it stands, I am not going to go to that door.
So it's like Clerks all over again.
Well, he didn't die. He walked out like a couple minutes later.
He didn't die.
No.
Prolapse rectum going on? Or...
I don't know what happened. All I know is that I wasn't going in there. I was going to check on that. I personally hope he fell. That would be the better of the situations that could have happened. I hope he fell off the toilet, because that's the only sound you should be making inside of a public bathroom. Like,
I don't know. There was this one time I was at Six Flags, and I was riding their wooden roller coaster.
Did you shit your pants on the wooden roller coaster?
No, I didn't. So I go running from the wooden roller coaster. I don't think I touched the ground, and I get into the bathroom, and every stall is now completely in
For
use.
some reason, I just had this perfect image of you just floating on air, running to the bathroom.
And one guy comes out of the stall, and then I run in, and I'm just like, I'm sorry! As I screamed that to everyone else in the bathroom. And when I was done, I walked out, and no one was in that bathroom. It was clear. My girlfriend at the time was outside that bathroom, granted, like 20 to 30 feet away from the bathroom. And I walk out, and she's giggling like nobody's business. And I look at her, I'm like, what's the matter? Everyone ran out. Like 3 minutes after you went in there, they all cleared it.
That reminds me of a story. Do you remember that steakhouse that used to have a giant cactus? It was like...
Bogobo?
No, it was like a one-off place. And it was if you went through Boston and you took 95, instead of going all the way through 95, you took that right and you went through like...
93?
Oh, it's not 93. But there was like a lot of malls and businesses, and there was like a Hilltop Steakhouse or something. It had a giant cactus, and I only went there once. I only remember this because it was hilarious. My dad's ex-girlfriend's son could not stand the sound of puking, so he was taking a dump, and this dude comes in trash. And he goes, "I'm sorry, guys, I'm gonna puke." And I see my stepbrother run out of the stall so he doesn't have to hear this guy fucking puke, and his fucking pants fall down right before he opens the door out of the bathroom. I about lost my shit. There's no way to describe how fucking funny that was. Minus the fact there was a guy puking next to me in the urinal. He didn't choose to use the shitter. He decided to puke in the urinal, but it was still fucking hilarious.
well, at least he's got one of those breath mints in there.
Oh, yeah, they put those breath mints on the bottom of the urinal.
Oh, that reminds me of Ted 2. If you haven't seen it,
I
you know
haven't
what I'm
seen it
talking
yet.
about.
So, now that we're done talking about shitting, how about we talk about the band Soil Work?
Yeah, there you go.
They're a really good band. I try to keep up to date on the bands that are releasing new CDs that I like. However, next month they're releasing a new CD. I had no idea till this month, literally.
Was that their choice, or did you just not? You just drop the ball?
I dropped the ball. I try to keep up. They released a live album earlier this year, and it was really good. I just didn't expect an album from them, and I really try to keep up on what bands are coming out with.
I was gonna say, like, it's like, oh, we're in the studio. 1 month later, CD comes out in a month. Good luck.
That's literally what happened. I'm sure there was some updates that I missed, but I'm really excited. It's like their 12th studio album. They've been around for a long time. I don't think they get the credit they deserve. They're a really good band if you like melodic death metal. They've changed their sound over the years, much like Mastodon, but they are still an amazing band.
I like Tech Nine.
I'm sorry.
Good.
Soilwork was amazing live.
Tech Nine started his own company in
Me
2001,
and,
produced
Kid They
15
Have seen
CDs
them
out of it.
live. We actually both met the singer.
Oh yeah,
He's
was
the number
really
one
down to
independent
earth and
rapper.
quiet and nice, but he's really intimidating looking because he's so tall.
Yeah, he has a very thick Swedish accent, but he's one of the nicest people you could ever meet.
That's most
For
Swedes,
sure.
though.
Yes.
They have some of the heaviest metal, but then you meet them. Hello, how are we doing today? Good
I'm
evening.
Yeah.
You don't look it.
Oh, you dropped your phone. Here you go. Do you need $50? Here you go.
Exactly. I've listened to Michael Ackerfeld of Opeth talk several
There is
times.
a photo somewhere of me, Kid Ed, and the singer of Soilwork. Maybe we'll post it on the page if I can find it.
Yeah, it's on Facebook.
Is
on
it?
our
We'll find
pages,
it.
yeah.
We'll post it if you
I know
listen.
where my copy is.
All right, awesome.
A couple other releases before we move on. Friday, we have the new Fear Factory that comes out.
Is it Friday?
It's Friday.
It's always
I'll be
Friday
buying
now.
that.
It is Friday.
The new songs are incredible.
They are.
I know we mentioned them before.
For those of you who listen
Here
to
in my car.
prog metal gent stuff, Tesseract has just released a new single. They'll be putting out a new album next month. And then Dream Theater just announced, my favorite band, that they will be releasing their next album at the beginning of 2016, which is long because that's now a 3-year gap between this album and the last.
September 4th, one of my favorite bands, Downtown Brown, is doing a show in Wakefield.
I didn't see that.
That was September 8th.
Huh?
That was September 8th.
I think it's the 4th. We can double check.
It's down at
No, 8th is
Furniture-
when they're down. The 8th is the other concert they're doing like halfway across the
However,
country.
if it is the 4th, and I believe it is, but I could be wrong, y'all plan on coming?
I think
if
might
I
be
can
working.
get if I can get it off of work, then yeah.
Sorry, what's the date?
September
I believe
4th,
September
downtown Brown in Wakefield,
Oh, what's the
where we live.
What's the
Maybe.
fucking
I believe it's a Tuesday. I could
Oh.
be wrong.
Sounds interesting.
what's
Uh,
the
Oh,
I'm
fucking
gonna be in
venue too?
school.
It's that
It's
big,
some
I've
fucking
been
shit.
there.
It's a small place in Wakefield.
It's actually nice.
Is it
I've
Ocean
been-
Mist?
Ocean Mist.
For a little
Ocean
while.
Mist.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, if I
Fishbone
can get a ride,
is
I can
headlining.
Okay.
I'll drive you.
Okay.
Fishbone is headlining. They're a pretty funky rock band. I believe they're from Detroit.
September 4th is a Friday.
All right. I encourage everyone to go.
That sounds like a thing.
And
Yeah.
I'll drive you guys if need be.
Awesome.
Okay.
You guys gonna be down in my town.
I will be in. You guys be in South County, that part of the state.
How about
Yeah.
you, Kandy
I'm
Kane?
in South
You
County
want to give
now.
up the poll to see a show
No.
tonight?
Now.
We'll see.
Technically,
Kent County.
All right.
Yeah, Kent County.
Check on my rent.
Actually, if we can consider even getting Neil on the show. The singer is actually a good friend of mine.
Oh yeah, he added us all after the last time we saw
Yeah.
them.
I've been talking to him on and off.
He's actually liked the page for this.
Really?
Yeah.
Does
I
he
did not know
listen?
that.
I'm not sure if he listened. You can ask him yourself. You know, just
Well, if you listen, thanks.
Thanks, Neil.
I
Down
have
the road,
mentioned
awesome.
it to him before, but it's been a while. But that's still awesome.
they
Neil's-
did get a mention in the Ask Psycho Stick. If you ever watch those, because people can tweet Psycho Stick and ask them a question. They do little segments like, "What's it like touring with Downtown Brown?" And they're like, "It is hilarious. These guys are the funniest guys you've ever met. They're some great people. It's always a good time." You know-
Rob the drummer, we like him too. We've gone to Burger King with all of them. We've eaten food with them.
Well, we went to Burger King with Rob and Neil. The bassist was somewhere else at the
Their
time.
bassist is kind of switching right now. They've lost their full-time bassist for a long time, Ron.
Yeah.
Great guy. I was actually able to meet him before I actually knew most of you guys. And he was a cool guy, but he had some issues. He lost his mother. They've used two guys, kind of, Alex and the Canadian guy. I don't remember his name.
Which is that the guy we met?
I think it's John.
I actually did not mind the Canadian
I like them
guy.
both.
Because
They're both very nice.
when they came by, me and the Canadian guy are sitting in the back. We're sitting here talking about Pokemon. We're talking about Pokemon games and how he likes to trade and EV level his guys. And I was like, yeah, I just like collecting the ones I like, and then I use those as a team. And I use the strengths and whatnot. He's like, yeah, I gotta get a charger so I can send my girlfriend this one because she's been looking for him the longest time. So he's sitting there in a bar with his DS out, sending a Pokemon over to his girlfriend.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
I like them that much more now.
But it should be a good show.
All right,
Moving on.
so we're moving on to the FMK this week. We're having China. Cecilia Brockus. She's a boxer that is very, very, very popular these days. And, of course, Ronda Rousey. So, Merc, tell us about this.
Well, China, I've seen in Playboy. She's alright. She's a little out of her time. She's attractive, but she's dead.
But she's dead? Alright.
Is China dead? Really?
Yeah,
Well, no,
I
he's
have
killing
to.
her.
I have.
Oh,
to. I have.
I'm like, I was gonna be. I'm like, she's not dead. I know that.
Oh, she's still doing porn.
She's
One
still
night in
doing-
China.
Yeah, One Night in China.
No, she's in the Avengers parody
What
too.
was the boxer?
She plays She-Hulk.
Cecilia Brockes.
I'm not kidding.
Celia Brockes, I don't know a lot about. I was able to look her up briefly. She's definitely very hot, definitely very attractive. Therefore, she's worth a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And Ronda Rousey, I'm sure everyone's going to pick her for Mary, so I'm glad I get to say it first. We all know she's very nerdy. She loves her Pokemon. She loves her Dragon Ball Z. She loves cosplay.
Mm-hmm.
On top of the fact that she can kick all our asses at once.
Yep,
Without
bravo.
a doubt.
In a half a minute.
In a half a minute.
No, I'll put up a fight. I'm a dirty fighter because there's no such thing as a dirty
4
fight.
seconds.
Oh, I'll punch her right in the pussy. I don't care.
Regardless,
You know, that doesn't
hurt as much as
actually-
you think it would.
regardless of
Yeah, that
ginger
doesn't
punches
really
in the
hurt.
pussy,
It's
a
the
girl
angle.
that could protect my ass in Baltimore and then fucking play Pokemon with me after is definitely worth a marry. That's
All
a
right.
no-brainer.
Alright, SLB.
I hate to be the guy to copy, but pretty much you said it. Ronda Rousey, well, yeah, pretty much Ronda Rousey's the keep. Fuck Cecile, you said?
Cecilia, yep.
Cecilia. And then China's too manly. China looks like Megan Fox sometimes with her body. So,
Well, I like Megan Fox.
Wait, what? Megan Fox?
We have
Megan
yet to
Fox
use
has,
her
like, curves and
anything.
stuff.
Yeah.
Megan
When-
Fox has toe thumbs. That's gross.
Well, we're gonna have to use her next week. But, so, you're just doing a copycat over there, SLB?
yes.
What about you, Kandy Kane?
What?
Fuck, marry, kill.
You gotta eat carpet.
What?
Twice.
Twice.
You fucking one of them, kill on the other, or marry
Unless
the
you're
last
really
one.
into strap-ons, but that's okay.
I see. I think Ronda Rousey might be a strap-on girl. She's like more of the butch in the relationship.
I'd probably.
I think she's like a big like her fist molded into like a
if I
dildo.
have to choose, I'd probably fuck Rhonda because like she's just too tall.
She's not that tall. She's like what, 5'8"?
Okay, I'm 5 feet. That's too tall.
Oh yeah, she would have to pick you up to like. kiss her.
Yeah.
I can just see the music video to this now.
She's too.
We got China and Cecilia Brockes.
Cecilia, Mary, and China can just go. She can go fuck herself.
Alright, so you're gonna kill her. Awesome.
That's 3 for 3 of Chen dying.
Yep.
I don't mean that in a bad way. Sorry, China, but you know you don't do.
No, don't apologize. I don't apologize on this show.
Alright, Jinsha.
So, Cecilia Brockhouse killed that bitch.
Alright.
I'm gonna kill. I don't think she's attractive. She looks like a man. She's got a forehead as long as an airport liner. You know, it's just like you fly a plane off that thing. It's like, oh, that's no wonder she keeps like winning. You know, she just has to headbutt them with that fucking thing. Dunk. Something hit my head. Yeah. No, fuck her. She's dead. I guess I'll just fuck China to get it done out of the way with.
I mean, she's still doing porn, so she's got to be good, right?
Right? People still sign up to fuck her, so why not? She can't be too bad. And then, of course, you know, Ronda Rousey for marriage.
Alright, kidding.
I completely agree with Rob and Sam.
Yeah!
I would marry Rhonda any day of the week.
Who
Sorry,
wouldn't
honey.
though? Honest.
Oh,
I'm
that's,
sorry.
that's perfectly
Okay,
fine. We can have a 3 marriage, so it's all good.
Herbie would support this to the full extent.
Always.
Support polygamy.
Ronda Rousey, if by chance you listen to this, we are all okay with marrying you at once. We will find a way to make it work.
We believe in polygamy.
We just have to go to one of those states where it's legal.
We will go Mormon
Utah.
for you. How about that?
That
Well,
sounds
Mormons
great.
have multiple wives, not husbands.
Well, we can
Well,
make
Ronda
She
that.
will
Rousey-
definitely be
Ronda
the man in
Rousey
the
is
relationship.
female,
If
so-
anyone disagrees, they're wrong.
Ronda Rousey is female, so it's okay.
Alright, so I'm gonna have to also agree with Merc and the SLB and my kitty. I'm gonna have to kill China. I'm sorry. I actually liked you as a wrestler. You were intimidating.
Still
But
are.
you need to die. Cecilia Brockes, you are a very nice lady. It seems like you have made some...
You're a very handsome-looking man.
I love your forehead.
some, forward motion for women's rights and all that, so
Ew.
I'm just gonna punch John. And then Ronda Rousey, we can all marry you, because you're amazing.
I don't think we'd ever have fights either.
Probably
No, you
not.
would want to fight
Except for
with
the
her.
Pokemon fights.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Those
Even
are
that
the-
would be
He's
scary.
mine.
So let's put this on the table now, since we're on the topic.
Yeah.
In a fight, Ronda Rousey or China?
Ronda Rousey.
Ronda Rousey.
Okay.
I don't
That's
know-
because
I
I'm
don't
going
know
to come
China
off the
well.
top rope and help her. Like really.
Well, my thoughts literally is, and it goes back to the whole, who was I having this discussion with here? About, people who have a lot of muscle mass. Yeah, they may be strong, but they don't have endurance. Ronda Rousey's kind of short. She has muscle, but she also has stamina. So I think, literally, you look at it, maybe fucking China would throw Ronda across the fucking octagon once and get tired out, and Ronda would fucking just scissor her, constrict her, and tap.
Scissor her?
Why? How big is China?
China's
huge.
fucking
She's like
huge.
6'2".
She was
Wow.
bigger than Triple H
Yeah.
when they used to
Wow.
do D-Generation
She was
X.
a big one.
But no, did you see the actual fight?
No.
Okay, so in the actual fight, it was a combination.
Triple H and Ronda?
No, Ronda
no,
and
No, China and
No, I'm talking about the
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 Ronda.
one that was just
fight.
happened that
got
lasted
knocked out
34
like
seconds.
12 seconds, 13
It was
seconds.
34.
34 seconds.
It was 34 seconds total. First 14 seconds, the first round, 14 seconds. The woman grabs fucking Ronda. She fucking flips her. Ronda lands on her feet, pulls her down, fucking constricts her like a fucking boa, and then tapped. Like,
Wow.
it was more exciting to watch that 14 seconds than the whole fucking Mayweather-Pacquiao fight.
Wow.
Well, that was the hug fest.
I knew
That was the
gonna
Barney
be brought up.
Marathon.
Oh, that's funny.
So speaking of Ronda Rousey, let's talk a little bit more about her since we all love her so much.
She's 28. She's single, if I'm not mistaken.
She's 28?
She's only 28. She's young too.
She's a year older than me?
Yeah.
The fuck?
God, I'm
What are
older
you
than
doing
everyone.
with your life, John?
I don't know. I'm sitting
You
here playing
know you
Candy
would
Crush.
eat her
What do you
shit
think I'm
for
doing with
a
my
year
life?
If she married.
My life's going nowhere.
I need her shit for a lifetime.
You'd eat her shit for a lifetime if it meant that she'd be with you.
No.
Well, besides Herbie.
Honey,
Hmm?
you love me, right?
Yes, I love you. Don't worry.
Oh, look, romance on the MercGoat conspiracy.
You're also evil. I would like to tell everyone out there that Kitty is exceedingly
You
evil.
love me because I'm evil.
Sometimes.
So can you love evil?
Of course you can love evil. Evil's
So-
fucking awesome.
Speaking of evil, I finally saw a movie that I recommend to everyone. Tucker and Dale versus Evil
I have seen that.
is one
I've
of the
heard of
greatest
it.
movies of all time.
I see it on Netflix a lot.
Since SLB has seen it, would you agree?
It's pretty fucking funny. It's
Basically, two hillbillies are very nice people, and these college kids think that they're axe murderers. However, they are not, but things keep going wrong. One of the hillbillies is chainsawing a log, happens to strike a whole nest full of bees, and starts getting chased by the bees. The college kid's spying on these poor hillbillies. He comes running around the corner getting chased by bees, and therefore thinks that this kid is going to get chased by the hillbilly with a chainsaw. And ends up dead because he ran into a spike of a tree. It escalates from there, but I highly recommend without spoilers in the movie seeing it because it is fucking hilarious.
It is, because every time they're like, what are these kids? They're like, they're like trying to help these kids, and these kids are trying to fight them back. It's like, no, we just want to help you. It makes you really think about every other horror movie. Is that really what's going on? Like, imagine Friday the 13th. You know, maybe the girl's on the fucking dock.
If
It's
you-
like, fucking, what's his name there? Jason? Oh, I don't want you to drown, so, you know, just want to be, you know,
If you
make sure
remember
you have
that
your floaties.
short-lived show, Sons of Tucson, the lead is the lead of that show. It was
Alright.
horribly failed, but that's the only thing I remember any of them from.
Well, after the segue, let's go back to talking about Ronda Rousey a little bit.
I want a boner.
Yeah.
Besides that,
I want to play Pokemon with her.
Oh yeah, Pokemon. Pokemon sounds good.
And I want to go to Comic-Con with her.
Well, Comic Con with Ronda Rousey would be amazing.
Oh, your
Just saying.
costume looks stupid. Bam!
That'd be me. If I was with her, my costume always looks stupid. So, a lot of people would just be leaving with black eyes. It'd be awesome.
But no, yeah, she's a good fighter. She's right now, I think she's now 9, 10, 11 and 0, undefeated right now.
We hope that she does exceedingly well in her career.
I hope she continues.
And
Definitely.
she's a real fighter, unlike Pacquiao, who likes to hug people.
True.
didn't she challenge Pacquiao?
She did.
No, it was Mayweather.
Oh, Mayweather, that's right.
He, I did see an interview. No, what was it? It was the ESPYs, where she got like was a best fighter. And Mayweather, I guess there was an interview after, I don't know who Ronda Rousey is. I'm like, are you fucking that full of yourself? I've never seen it.
Well, I'm pretty sure he's seen the fight. He just can't read the names on the screen.
Yeah.
So he's sitting there like, and it's gone. I can't say the name anymore. Who is this woman that's beating up everybody? She looks like she could take a hit. I'd date her.
I hit her a couple times.
I would definitely be more comfortable with a girl that I know could beat the shit out of me.
Would you really?
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Can you beat the shit out of me?
Probably.
We should probably talk after the show.
Any girl can kick your ass.
Well, sure, I don't hit women, so.
I do.
Shit out of him though.
Well, you know, she does have the 12 wins in a row. You were right. She is a 4th degree black belt in judo.
That's it, judo?
The next subject is actually a new type of thing that we're doing, and that's because of me. Running a tabletop game that doesn't suck.
Woo!
So I play some tabletop games with you,
Mm-hmm.
You played
I-
some with me too.
and with Kitty as well. I found them both to be very good DMs. We had some good times. There's a lot of cats involved, in particular. I wonder who.
It wasn't me.
But we want to give you, let's say, 5 to 10 tips on how not to suck running a tabletop game.
Well, you know, tip number 1 should be actually sit there and watch your players. Sit there and see, hey, that guy looks like he's not having fun. Let's actually tag him into something. Let's make a plot line just for him so he can actually, you know, stop sitting there and staring at his phone for the last half an hour.
Wow, that sounds like a
Right.
couple games you and I played.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
it
you
does.
need to be really, really aware of what your players are feeling.
Now, I've played some games with some horrible DMs. And one guy's just sitting there, it's like, hey, Ballsack, what are you doing? Oh, no, it's Ball Sweat. Ball Schwetz. That's his name. Ball Schwetz. He owned a brothel. He was a half-elf. It was okay. Ball Schwetz brothel. And he's like, Ball Schwetz, what are you doing? It's like, I'm in a field jerking off. Where, like, what do you mean, what am I doing? You're not giving me any type of location of where I am. It's like, no, you're not doing that. It's like, well, you need to help me here. You need to
Yeah.
tell me where I am. You can't just tell me, what are you doing?
Isn't that a separate tip?
That would definitely be a separate tip.
Yeah, you
Make-
have to definitely lead your players to where you want them to go.
Well, you can't railroad them, but you can
Right.
lead them.
Yeah, you can lead them to the point where they have to make choices, and then based on what choices they pick, you change what's going on.
Well, obviously. Also, any good DM worth their salt, they can make sure that the players think, alright, so they just went this way. They don't know it's this way, so I want them to do X, so it is this way. It's a little bit of a railroading thing, but if you want your players to actually have fun, make sure they're actually entertained.
I hated railroading.
Do you mean not disabling traps for 3 hours straight?
Something like that.
Me and SLB have lived through that.
Which one?
Disabling traps for 3 hours straight.
Oh yeah, the rogue, and then getting told, get off your fucking phones. It's like, we've been sitting here for 3 hours. Well, this is what the rogue's supposed to do. Yeah, well, I could have busted a couple nuts in between this time.
A couple?
a
Like
cou-
2?
No, like it was that bad. Like we spent one game, we showed up, and the whole 6 hours was the rogue doing, taking care of trouble. Were you there for that game?
No, I wasn't there for any of those. You guys just told me about it.
Yeah, no, it was just, that was the problem. And that goes back to the first thing you said. You want to make sure everyone has fun. Yeah, you're the DM and you're in charge, but don't
Yeah.
be like,
Yeah, the
Hey.
only time I've played anything with you guys besides Magic or Cards Against Humanity was when I DM'd the D&D for you guys. That was it.
So
Now,
unfortunately, we didn't get to finish that game. We had some cool ideas going.
Yeah, it was gonna be pretty awesome actually.
now, one game I was playing, I mean, we had a rogue, we had a bard, we had a wizard, we had a warrior, whatever, what's it called, barbarian, and we had to go through like this tower construction thing, and, like, go through different levels, and each level was more or less specifically designed for each character. It wasn't just like, oh hey, this is all for the rogue, just a lockpick and go through the ceiling fence and get the item. Like, you couldn't do that. You gotta go up there. You gotta, detect magic. You gotta look for things. Cause it's like, okay, you're on a staircase. It's like, okay, I'm just gonna take a little piece of chalk and mark the hall. Okay. You're still on the staircase 5 minutes later. Alright, can I see that chalk piece on one. It's like you'll see coming up the next circle around. Oh, okay. Let's detect magic. Let's get our wizard on this. Not just like, hey, you. We're gonna have like. It's basically gonna be like one door behind another door, 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 and they're all locked. So you're just gonna sit here, just unlock, open, unlock, open, unlock, open. It's like a bad Tom and Jerry cartoon.
Yeah, seriously.
That sounds pretty horrible.
Yeah.
Another tip that I can give to other GMs out there is, do your homework. If you really want to do something in a campaign, make sure you actually sit there and think it out. And if the players want to go, I'm in this dungeon. This actually happened, by the way. I'm in this dungeon, and I'm going to cast a spell to phase into the wall. And then I'm going to phase down a whole crap load of levels, and I'm at the end. What are you going to do now? That's where I said, shit, because I was thinking they were going to go through this dungeon for, another 4 or 5 weeks. But I came up with something on the fly. But what I would say to GMs out there, make sure that you have a second plan.
I was actually kind of notorious for that kind of shit in my GMing. Like, we're on a boat against the prison warden, and then I have a crew of my guys and a crew of their guys, and it's like, oh shit. My team is off in the dungeon rescuing some guy. I'm staying back to look at the boat. What's gonna happen now? So I was able to think on the fly and able to make it okay, we won't fight each other. We pick a team, you pick a team of 5 guys, I pick a team of 5 guys. They fight each other. Now, I'm not sure if you know this, but the cleric has a little AoE ability. Where he can pulse out health type of deal. He makes an area of 10 squares. 10
that's 4.0, right?
Yeah. Where he can do that. And so I'm sitting there, I'm on my little pedestal area, and I'm watching these guys fight the whole time, just projecting my AoE to just keep my guys up there in the hell so they don't stagger. Unfortunately, it does work on enemies too. So anyone within the radius will get an AoE hit. So it hits some enemies, but for the most part, just thinking on the fly. And my DM came up to me a couple times after that. It's half the time when I do something, you come out of left field, and I just gotta throw everything I did out the window and think of something new on the spot for you. It's good to keep you on your toes.
Well, yeah, good players do like to keep good GMs on their toes.
I remember the one time that our friend Paul kind of got one on you, and he wasn't with us, he was Skyping in.
Yep.
Or you might have caught it if he wasn't.
Yeah, I have this player, Paul. He likes to throw me for loops. If I was actually seeing him and his movements, they would have been pretty awesome. But he actually was siding with the bad guy and getting the bad guy to show him around and show him the ropes, as he's basically trying to do the double cross. Or triple cross, as you say.
I've done things like that.
And if I saw his face, I would have totally noticed that he was trying to do that, but I didn't. So he totally got one over on me. And he wanted to kill the bad guy so bad at the end. He's still hunting for him today.
Yes, he is.
I released an underground prison loose in a city because I was about to be thrown in there. And just wreaked havoc upon this town that was run by this business Mongol. He had his own private army, own private prison, and I just set everyone free. This level 15 berserker orc just went wild, grabbed a guy as a weapon, and just starts beating people with a person.
Wow. So moving on from the couple of tips, I will give you more tips on the next podcast if you wish.
We look forward to keeping this segment going.
And last but definitely not least, we have Exploding Kittens.
I finally got in the mail. I was a backer.
How was it?
Pretty early. I loved it. I played it only with one other person, my girlfriend, who did not like the fact that I beat her 6 times in a row.
Excellent.
Maybe she should suck.
It's basically a mix of Uno, Go Fish, and Magic.
Excellent.
Wow.
That sounds wonderful.
Sounds fun.
Well, right now, SOB is on his back, and he is huffing and puffing while Kandy Kane is back to her nails.
She is licking it. She's sticking her tongue out. I think she's liking it. Regardless, Explode
You missed a spot you wiped. You a little over here on the cheek. There you go.
It's not available for sale yet, unless you back them like I did.
And we're all going to actually play it in a podcast-only way, which is probably going to be raucous and funny, and it'll be on video.
I only played with one other person. I can definitely tell just from playing it. Playing with 3 or more is going to be that much more epic. We have, much like Magic, you have your cancels are called nopes.
Yep.
Much like Goldfish, you have to make pairs of cards that don't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
And you actually steal a card from a competitor when you do so. If you make a pair of 3 or more, you actually get to choose a type of card and see if they have it.
Cool.
And it's much like Uno, because you're always drawing, you're always looking for the bombs, but you just, instead of getting a draw 4, you just don't want to get the draw 4, which would be, of course, the Exploding Kitten. There's diffuse cards, but people, much like Magic, can say nope to your diffuse just as quickly as you can.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot about card management, much like
Can you
Magic.
say nope to a nope?
Yes, you can. And that's actually how I beat my girlfriend 4 out of the 6 times we played. That did not go over well for me. I did not get laid that night. But
Okay,
it's
you won. That's all that matters.
But I did win the games.
And you lost.
Does anybody have any closing comment?
Reconstructive surgery.
I would like to say thank you, Herbie, for running the show today.
Oh, not a problem. I always would like to take the pressure off of you.
Oh, I'll take the pressure off of you.
No, put the pressure on
I got Kitty for that. All right, SLB, you got anything?
We never say this, and I'm going to say it right now. For those of you who are listening, please like and share the page. And subscribe to our YouTube channel.
If you masturbate to us, it's okay.
Also, definitely share our content. We're trying to grow. We have a logo we've been trying to get for the past 6 months. That's on me right now.
We spend money on beer every week.
Buy us beer.
And we don't see any profit from
Send us $20 a week, and we can get better beer.
If you do, John will show us his nips for you.
No, we have to buy...
I'll do it without that. What are you talking about? I don't need money to show off my nips. I'll do it right now.
We'll take money so he won't chop his nips, if that's what you want.
Won't chop my nips?
That's what it sounded like. Like, what is he going to chop them off? And, like, what's going on?
I don't know. Can I reattach it back on later if I need to?
Of course.
Okay.
Ginger, do you got anything to say for a closing comment?
I will take free hands out of drugs because drugs are expensive and I'm a baller on a budget. So if you want to mail me some heroin, PCP, Special K. I don't do weed because I'm not a pussy. If you could send me an 8-ball of coke, that'll always be greatly appreciated.
He's especially fond of heroin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if I can do that while they drink, you will see the show of your life.
He's a Josh Wiley
He does
fan.
like bath salts, though.
I'm not really hungry when I'm high, so bath salts won't do it for me. And I never thought, hey, let me eat a person's brain. I mean, I'll go to Africa and eat a monkey's brain, which is one thing I want to do. I want to travel the world and go to each continent or country and eat an animal specifically from that country.
Sounds good.
Yeah? So, when I go to China, watch out pandas.
Or watch out China herself.
Oh.
Nah. It's only a one-time deal, and, she's going to bug me about it. Might as well get a new phone.
Well, Kandy Kane, do you want to say anything to our viewers since you are a special guest today?
This is a very interesting show.
Did you at least have fun?
I don't know.
I mean, she usually
This
sits on the
is for
toilet and listens to this, so
virgin
what's that say?
Well, it's okay.
I mean, you were
years.
fucking him in the middle of the podcast.
No, I was trying to tickle him because he tried to tickle me.
Oh, that's what they call it now?
Yeah, well, he was
Tickle
doing his
bug.
tickle
I'm
me
not familiar
Elmo
with Blaze
voice,
slang.
so...
I do apologize
Clicker
for
from
that.
the
I had a guy who tried to
You
turn
don't
me
sound
on
like
by
that.
tickling me once.
You're the only person to say that.
Well, you
Did
don't.
not work.
I have totally got laid by tickling before. I'm just going to say that.
Did anyone else hear that statement?
No.
Say it again.
You don't sound like Elmo.
That's a first.
Alright, guys.
But he doesn't.
We need a poll.
Somebody doesn't sound like a large black man?
If you think he sounds like Elmo, press 1. If you don't think he sounds like Elmo, masturbate and let us know.
Alright.
I mean, I might do both.
Kidday, you got anything for us?
Meow, 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 meow.
Alright. So,
She will
words
be
of wisdom
recording
there.
most of Master of Puppets with kitten noises soon. It's been on her
Yes,
to-do list for a
hopefully.
while.
No, I wrote a parody of Master of Puppets.
Meowster of Puppets?
Yes, it's called Meowster of Puppets.
Alright, well, I'll
Meow,
actually
meow,
looking
meow,
forward to
meow,
hearing
meow,
that.
meow, 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 meow,
Table!
meow, 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 meow,
No,
meow,
I'm not
meow,
meowing
meow,
the
meow,
whole thing. It's actually a song about cats now.
She's actually been writing for a while. I've heard the first draft. It's quite good.
Alright, so we'll be hearing that soon.
Oh, also, I'll be doing a video game segment with SLB.
Eventually, it's in the works.
It's gonna be awesome.
And lastly, I'm Zorn, and I'm just here to tell you that I'm going to do horrible, nasty things to Kitty later. And
I want to do horrible, nasty things to your bathroom later.
Well, excellent.
I'll do horrible
yeah.
nasty things in the bathroom right now.
Sweet.
Bathroom is dirty though. You don't want to know what's in there.
I gotta work.
You don't know what's going to go in there.
All of us are going to be doing horrible, nasty things, and the SLB has to work.
I'm going to eat 3 pounds of steak.
Thank you for listening to the MercGoat Conspiracy. Please share, like, subscribe, tell your friends, shove it down their
Or masturbate
throats.
to us. We don't care.
We don't care.
Send
And
us
see you
money.
later.